All right, we're back for week 5, doing some tier list rankings for all skill positions in fantasy football, showing you what matchups we like to favor this weekend and other guys we could potentially be fading. So let's get right into it with some wide receivers to start off.
All right, let's break into it. All right, so let's see here. Who sticks out the most? Miso, you're insane.
We can
DK
start
should
from
have
the
a
top.
big
I feel
week.
like Cooks is going to be a best ball play.
I'll say let's throw Cooks and Yoshivas in best ball. Make that simple on ourselves. Does Devonta Smith play this week?
They're on bye.
Round by, so he doesn't get a ranking.
Same with Amon Ra. I like Debo's matchup a lot.
I'll say I feel like Debo might be the one this week.
DK is going to be up there too, at least in my opinion.
Throw him there for now. Yeah, I like DK as well.
Yeah, my concern is if that game gets out of hand, but I like him too. Let's see here. I'm trying to think, is there anyone that really sticks out for the one?
I mean, Jamar is probably my favorite play.
Who's he get? The Ravens? Yeah, I guess he can go up in that top 3. Highest scoring projected game. I'd put Debo up in that top 3 this week.
Yeah, Debo I think is a good call there.
And then CD, do you play this week? Yes, you do. Wait, you got a bad matchup.
does,
I'd probably put CD up there just out of pure necessity, essentially. Behind them,
I mean, Jefferson's always live.
Yeah, you got to go with Jefferson. Trying to remember every buy as well.
Malik's out. I like.
I don't mind Wandale when I'm not putting up there.
What about Xavier Worthy this week?
I wouldn't put him that high.
He's gonna be like tier somewhere probably.
Yeah.
This would have been like Godwin, Ayuk.
Jaden Reed versus the Rams.
Yeah,
he's fun.
I love Jaden.
Yeah, he's good. I like him there.
He is here.
I don't expect dubs either. I'd throw Ayuk up in that same conversation.
Maybe not up there, but probably higher up than we would normally put him would be
I kind of like the matchup, but I mean, Nico's got to go top 5 probably, right?
Yeah, Nico's top 5 at this point consistently.
Who comes down?
I was talking to Amari Cooper against the Commanders.
I mean, I guess we can just make this.
I just do it 1 through 5. Yeah. Amari Cooper's got a great matchup, great usage. Question is, can he deliver home? We'll find out this week.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably 11 to 20 for me. I just don't, I don't trust the QB enough.
Deontay goes in that tier just off of pure volume right now in usage.
What do you think about the injury?
He goes up 1 more. It's going to just be constant. Every week you're going to see a report going, oh, he's limited, and then he's not. Is Flacco playing this weekend?
It's kind of unclear as of now. Anthony Richardson didn't practice a ton today, so it seems possible.
Because if he's playing, like, immediately Pittman becomes a gold star play. But if he's not,
like Downs,
then it's like best ball. I mean, they're the same play essentially. Like,
well, we'll go in with Pittman. We'll put here
if Flacco plays. That's the big note there.
If he doesn't, he's flexed here probably.
Yeah. If that. We can put JSN in flex. Lad can go in flex. Tank Dell can go. Oh, he's in buy as well. See, it's hard for me to remember all these.
Greg Dortch,
he can go in the flex. I'm still fine taking shots on these receivers. I think their times will come. He's 11 through 20 kind of guy off usage.
Leggett,
I think is fine flex because of how they're using him.
Terry's
11 through 20. Jaden Daniels is playing unreal.
The Browns defense could be. I mean, it's in theory it's the best defense they've played so far, but we don't really know what that entails.
That's my concern there. I'd put Worthy up in this tier, 11 through 20 this week. The usage should get him home.
The Vikings allow a good amount of points to wide receivers.
What about Zay against the Bengals too? The Bengals giving up a ton of points.
He could be even honestly go up a tier potentially.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
What about
Garrett Wilson has lost his respect to be in that conversation. He's 11 through 20 at best. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I'd love to put a bunch of Colts receivers higher up if I could. It's just like we don't know about what's his name. Yeah, the rest of these are really going to be flexes for the most
I like
part.
Coleman this week. Shakir's out, so that helps a lot.
Whittington,
about
Pickens.
Ayuk? You said
Ayuk's 6 through 10. He's in one of the best matchups.
It's a huge week for him. If he sucks this week, he might just suck.
He might then just be completely out of the tiers. BTJ needs to go in the 11 through 20. I really like his spot this week.
Okay.
Let's see here. And then you can put Kirk in like the flex range just because his usage has been there. Same thing with like the 3 right in front of him as well. Like Pickens, Ridley, Hopkins can go like same deal with Ridley, same kind of then Sutton, Adams. Well, you can't play Adams this week. He's not playing.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
J-Mo on a bye. Shaheed. I mean, like.
He's more best ball at this point. You really can't predict when that's going to go well, and the offensive line's a massive concern.
What about Wandale?
Wandale, he's a flex. I can see the reasoning, but I can also just see where Daniel Jones throws 7 picks.
Yeah.
I think he's here this week.
He could be. It's going to be like 20 receptions for 40 yards.
What about Dontavion Wicks?
Wicks is like the priority flex.
Yeah.
Like because the thing is, like, there's a very real world where he doesn't do well.
I kind of like Wicks more than Xavier Worthy, to be honest. But I think
I do. But like usage wise, we have to go with Worthy
for
now, just because we don't really know about him. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Alec Pierce is like the only guy in this offense that's actually better with Richardson. If Flacco plays, he will not be good.
I really like Whittington a lot this week, just off of usage. He's somebody that's popping a lot in numbers as well, so I'd encourage him to be a flex.
Marcus.
He's a best ball guy to me. Like, yeah, let's see here.
Tank, Diggs.
I want to put them in this 11 through 20 tier, but like I really think they're more flexes, honestly. Like Dell's definitely a flex first week back. Same thing with Diggs. You just don't know when they pop fully, but they're always good to start. Yeah, the rest of these guys.
Sutton,
he's a flex. Ball. Just usage is good. That's about it.
Jawan.
Best ball, realistically. I can't have any.
Polk.
He's got good usage, just the offense sucks.
Lazard.
Best ball. If people want to sit here and say he's good, then I disagree with them.
So yeah, we have bye week. Already played out. Oh, DJ,
I think he can go in that 11 through 20, if not flex range, just because their schedule's really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really about it. Perfect. All right. Rock with that. Move on to the next one.
Cool.
Receiver's always the most difficult one of them all. Yeah. There's about 1 billion of them.
Moving into some running backs. Reset this. I really like Josh Jacobs this week, but I mean, he's not 1 through 3, but he might be here for me.
Jacobs is like just outside of it because it's like if that game's competitive through the air, then he might not get there as easily.
Yeah, but I just think that offense is what I'm really buying. As many players are trying to connect yourself to that offense as much as you can.
No, I agree.
He feels like a way to get red zone touches, like he'll score this weekend. I would bet and things like that. So.
No, I agree. I think he should definitely go up there. I'm just trying to think: is there anyone that goes ahead of him though? Like Jordan Mason's probably the RB1.
Who?
Jordan Mason.
Yeah, I agree.
Outside of
Saquon on bye, we have both Lions on bye. Jacobs, I mean, I'll put him here as a placeholder. The B-Rob status is interesting. I think if he plays, he's probably here somewhere, obviously. But if he doesn't, Eckler is also probably in that tier. So it just depends on kind of the news we get.
I'd go with Kenneth Walker.
What?
I'd go with Kenneth Walker after Jordan Mason. But I think Josh Jacobs goes right after him. I can't think of another running back that realistically you can put in front of him that's playing this week. You could make the argument for Breece, but apparently Cam Akers is projected more rushing yards than him, which is interesting.
Yeah, he didn't look great. Saquon, the GOAT, is obviously on bye.
A lot of the good running backs are on
last night, but
yeah, a lot of the good ones. Williams. Oh, Kyron's playing this week, right? Yeah,
I like Kyron.
Yeah, you can throw Kyron ahead of him if you want.
What about
JT? He's not playing.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
So yeah,
We'll chuck Kyron there, and then we'll move. Who were we just talking about?
Who's even playing? I guess Kamara would probably, or James Cook.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, Kamara goes ahead of him. Same with James Cook. I'd move Brees to the back of that tier with how they're using their running backs right now. I'd love to say he's better.
Braylon a best ball probably? He's not a flex.
He's a best ball guy.
But
like
I just the best of these guys.
I can't tell anyone to ever start him with confidence. Is Brian Robinson playing this weekend, or what's
it's kind of unclear? I think Eckler's a great start if he doesn't, but Singletary also kind of up in the air.
Yeah,
it's hard to get a read on a lot of these situations.
A lot of these guys don't feel like they're playing this week, if I'm being honest.
Etienne's still banged up too.
Yeah.
I think we can put Etienne. We'll put him in the 9 through 20 because I just don't trust him in that offense. I'm sure he projects better.
This is Swift, right?
Yeah, I think Swift deserves to be in a good tier based off the usage last week. Good matchup in theory.
Chuba might be.
Chuba's goes up there. He goes up. Let's see here. That's 8. Yeah, he can go down 1. That's fine. Let's see here. Outside of him, though,
where's Big Derek at?
King Henry. He goes up in the top tier if possible. I'd technically say him over Kyron for right now is fine. Let's see here. Yeah, that's fine.
Good matchup.
Charbonnet probably down to best ball status.
Pretty much.
Ty Chandler always there. I'm just gonna put both of these guys in here as a placeholder. If he doesn't play, then Eckler belongs here, and if B-Rob plays, he'll belong here as well. So I kind of like both of them there. We just don't know enough quite yet.
That's fine. Samir goes there. Madison goes there.
Dobbins on bye. We got Zach Moss.
Zach Moss can go the 9 to 12. I guess he's more of a flex, if anything. Like, you don't know if it's him or Chase Brown anymore.
Yeah.
I don't really
put them next to each other.
Ramondre's probably bound to have a decent week.
I'd hope so. It's just like, is Gibson going to be the guy? That's the big question mark.
Yep.
A-Chain?
I'm going to put him at the very end of 9 through 20 just off of pure checkdowns.
Yeah.
Tony
What about
P?
Najee against the Cowgirls?
Kind of a good matchup, but
it should be better than
Jalen Warren's out.
Best ball.
Yeah, he might be a flex. He just kind of sucks.
He's a flex. He's just
Devin Singletary is questionable, but I think he's probably
there.
A flex if he plays.
Dobbins.
James Conner goes 9 through 20 too. Probably further up there, just off of pure usage alone.
I think that's all we have.
We got to do most.
Already played by, out.
Yeah.
Played out. Already played.
Mostert.
Yeah.
Mostert. Is he playing this week?
Oh wait, good question.
Unclear.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd put him in best ball. I wouldn't
regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'll
That's fine for running backs.
Cool.
It's kind of interesting our opinions on these running backs. All the guys that are like bell cow dudes that don't really catch a ton of passes have become like the alphas in the fantasy football landscape.
Pretty much. The most difference in the quarterbacks. All right. So QB1 on the week. Probably Lamar. Let's see here. Who else is
Josh is probably just going up there.
Yeah, Josh goes up there as well. You
Jordan
can't make that argument for Jaden yet. I think Jordan Love is definitely a good argument for it this week. Trying to think if there's like a better matchup.
Yeah.
Where is Jordan Love? Oh, do we still have Malik on this thing?
Malik. Yeah. So Love in theory would go for now. He'll be Jordan Love for now.
Mahomes should be up there. Probably, right?
Yeah, Mahomes belongs up there.
I don't really like the spot for him, honestly, but yeah, he's got to go up there. Outside of him, trying to think, who else could we go with? Trying to see who's like strong for this week matchup wise, because it's like Kyler's got a terrible matchup, a good scoring environment. Same thing with Jaden.
I mean, Gino.
Stroud.
Who's Stroud take on here?
He takes on the Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a good secondary. I'd probably just go with Justin Fields, honestly, for the mobility. Back
In the top elite
Actually,
tier?
no, that's not what you want to do. Realistically, I'd like to go Richardson, if I'm being completely honest.
If
But,
he
like,
plays, he has a great matchup, but
Yeah,
it's just
What about Geno Smith here? That dude's been cooking and plays the Giants.
He's good. It's just like I really think there's a world where
what about
Kenneth
Jaden?
is like the best running back on the weekend.
What about Jaden?
I think, yeah, I don't know. I
don't love the matchup either.
I hate the matchup for Jaden. So it's like I'd go Jaden and I'd go Kyler right after Jaden. Realistically, just because it's like I think those two have mobility that can get them there, but this matchup sucks. Outside of the, let's see here, and then there's no Jalen for the bye week.
Maybe Purdy somewhere.
I like Purdy a lot.
Yeah.
I like Purdy call a lot. He needs to be high up there. T-Law needs to be in.
Do you want to move someone down, or do you want to move Purdy down here?
I'd move Mahomes down. I just don't think he's as good of a fantasy option this week. And I'd honestly put T-Law up in that higher tier. I really in that tier above, right after Purdy. Just because, like,
do you want me to make another slot or move someone down?
Let's see here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'd add another one or put him at the top of 9, either one, because technically the tier is fine how it is.
What do you like about T-Law?
Yeah.
The offense sucks. Everybody doesn't like it, but I just fully focus on the fact that, look, this is arguably the worst defensive football they're going against. What's to say T-Law doesn't have a good game here? And I guarantee you there's going to be no one wanting to start T-Law this week, and for good reason, realistically.
Yeah.
But they're either 0-5 this weekend or they're 1-4. So one or the other. We'll see. Burrow's good. Let's see here. Yeah, like you can make arguments realistically put like Burrow and stuff higher if you wanted because of like the game environments they're in. And
I don't know. I kind of like these guys.
Yeah.
Like I'd put Burrow above. I'd put Daniel Jones in Superflex here this week. I would not touch Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Who's going up?
Dak is kind of interesting. Actually, Stafford. I'd put Stafford above Dak. I really think you can make an argument for Deshaun Watson. Goff's team's on bye, though.
Darnold? Oh, true.
Yeah, Darnold's fine for Superflex.
Caleb.
I'd love to say Watson against the Commanders defense, but like he's been off. Caleb, he's got a. Let's see here. Who does Caleb play?
He plays the Panthers.
Not as interested in that one, honestly. I think that'll be ran through the ground. So I think he's a super flex this week. Yeah, I mean, you can make an argument for like Deshaun to go higher if you wanted, but that's really about it. I don't have a lot of confidence in a lot of these other offenses.
I didn't trust Deshaun before, and then he had that like weird back thing. So I don't know.
I can't do it.
Staying away.
And I believe we should have one more.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
All right.
Let's get it.
All right. Kelsey can go up to 1. McBride. And then Kittle. Let's see here. Kincaid. Kincaid would probably go net or Bowers. Yeah. Bowers, Kincaid, Kraft.
I think this is Musgrave, but it'll.
I agree with your Henry stance. Here. And then probably Ferguson after him.
Yeah.
Taysom's not playing.
Joku, if he plays, is probably.
I'd like to put him higher, but I'm going to keep him low for now because it's just like we don't know how he'd do first game back. I think you could put Likely up. No, you can't. He's a best ball player at this point. Yeah, same thing with Mark Andrews. I mean, the rest of these guys are literally just all best ball. I can't give you an argument for really any of these guys popping this week.
Yeah.
I feel like you could maybe put the Conk Man.
Like, is Ingram going to be healthy?
I think he's trending towards.
He still hasn't
playing in a
cracked
limited
it. He hasn't
fashion.
shown a ton of great signs, but it's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, if he plays, he's here. But
if he plays, then I'm fine putting him up there. But like that's best case scenario if he plays.
Yeah.
The rest of these guys are all basketball tiers. Like I couldn't sit here and try to give you a confident argument for why I would start any of them.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I mean,
I'm trying to find reason for why I'd be interested in one. It's just like, no, I can't.
It's gross.
I even thought last week, I was like, you know what, maybe Jonnu could have an interesting day. You know what I mean? Like Tyler Huntley doesn't really have a lot of options. That he's probably not going to be tested too far down the field. Maybe a couple checkdowns to Jonnu. Nope, not a single target.
Nope. All right, that's what we got.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Awesome.
Cool.